Everything will come to you when the timing's right. People say that timing is everything, and I was having a really interesting dream last night, and it involved a lot of family members, both increasingly distant family members but also very close family members. And I believe that all the time our brains are even though it's not spring all year, our brains are going through spring cleaning. They're kind of putting everything into place, establishing the truthfulness of the experiences that we have, and categorizing things. And I think that when you observe people online talking about this is the only morning routine that will work and you have to do things at this time in order to get the results like this, and I think people's brains are so overloaded and we're trying to make sense of things a lot. But this is something that I'm thinking about a lot at the moment, that there are certain results that you and I want, okay? But there are some that kind of come really, really quickly, and then there are some that feel like you're waiting forever for things to materialize. But I honestly believe that the things that come to us are only because we are ready to accept them into our lives, take advantage of them, to enjoy the fruitfulness of life experience. And if you think about lottery winners, women who get divorced from rich husbands and steal half of their assets, and people who get big inheritances, well, what is the common denominator between all of those people who are from all different walks of life? Well, the rule is that they lose that money because they haven't earned it. You know, it's landed in their laps and they haven't actually done the work. They haven't introspected. They haven't learned the real life lessons. And of course, you know, the lesson that I'm actually going to be talking about here is patience. And when people hear the word patience, they think, oh, he's just resting on his laurels, he isn't doing anything. And it's like, no. I'm not talking about inactivity. What I'm talking about is turning up on a daily basis, but realizing that there are certain lessons that you have to learn, certain wisdom that you have to garner in order to be able to psychologically deal with the great rewards that the universe bestows on you. So patience is actually not about stopping, it's about carrying on, but understanding that there are things that have to happen in a certain order, and you have to be a certain kind of person to attract great wealth or fantastic relationships. And the truth is that during lockdown, I met my boyfriend during this time, but I talked a lot during the bizarre time when the world just sort of stood still. I talked a lot about having been isolated already for many, many years, in fact, and I realise now that time was absolutely essential. And even at the time I say, well, I need this time. The reasons for which you discover at the right point. But I know now that the beginning of my relationship with my boyfriend was really, really fraught because my head was just completely fucked. My brain was out of order, it was chaotic. And now the beautiful thing is being granted so many different chances and realizations made, that he and I can now really, really enjoy each other and enjoy the process of being us. You know, there's him, there's me, there's us, the magic that happens because I'm peaceful in the flow of life, I'm joyful, I'm in the right place, I'm in these beautiful surroundings, and it's the right place for me. But I am never ever here, and I want you to know this, I am never ever here on these videos or posting online to tell you how you should and shouldn't live your life, because that actually is none of my business. What I am here to tell you is that if you feel like there's something that you're really, really longing for, that you really want, that there are still lessons that you need to learn, And I actually think that the greatest way of accepting that wisdom into your life is to admit to yourself, to be honest with yourself, that there's still steps you need to take, there are still lessons that you need to learn, and all it will take is a little bit more time if you keep pushing yourself out there and doing the work, introspecting, being honest with yourself. Where is your ego getting in the way? What are you trying to force? Welcome the flow of life. And it's not an easy thing to do. In fact, it's probably the hardest thing to do. But learn to enjoy the process. Don't try and rush things. The universe, the good Lord, has a natural pace, and you're being tested. But I believe that we put ourselves in these positions to test our resilience, our resolve, our strength. And if you keep going and you keep taking steps and admit that you don't have the perfect plan, that you will welcome in all of the great abundance of the universe, and the answers that you are in need of, they will come to you if you learn to accept that the time that you long for will come in time.